So if you saw my community post last week, you would know that I recorded my episode, but it's getting to Christmas. It's getting too busy. Merry Christmas, by the way. So I just could not get time to edit Listen, guys, I'm solo dolo. I do everything myself. I could not get time to edit my reaction and put it out this week. So I was like, on Monday, I'm going to do a double and I'm just going to put everything together. Episode 5 and 6 out at the same time. Boom. Why has last week's audio file been corrupted? It's whatever. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I was fuming. I'm okay now. The ending of the episode was great. You lot were right. Because I saw a lot of people saying that, not necessarily in my comments, but just online in general. I saw a lot of people theorizing Desmond Hart was the son of Tula and Ori Atreides. What does that mean in the long term? Is Tula going to snake the sisters because that's her son? Like, what does this mean? Let's start this episode and pretend like we all watched episode 5 together. Did we ever establish who these voices are? Are they maybe after going through the agony, those voices remain in your head from the other sisters? Oh, wait, so they saw her use it. Then take out your blade. Oh. We saw this in the beginning episode, and I wondered, did they see that, or did they just appear after it happened?
Then we must speak the truth. Dorothea ended her life by her own hand.
Oh.
She was in anguish at Malorica's death. She was weakened by grief. Unstable.
Oh. Tula.
She forced my hand and pregnant.
Oh.
Do you want to keep it? I think so. Then I will support you. We'll raise it together.
So did she lie about that, or did Tula make her own choice?
I remember she once told me that she had this unique ability to live in the face of fear. That's what it's feeding off. This virus begins a chain reaction. Body attacks itself. It's a bioweapon. The question is, who would have done this to Desmond Hart? What do you mean? Surely a soldier didn't bioengineer such a weapon. It's far more likely he's the virus's first victim. Altering molecules that already lie within us, we could generate a cure. It's the same process Raquel used on the Rossack poison. With my medical training, I am uniquely qualified to take on the task. I've had the nightmare too.
We still haven't answered why that one girl never had anything, any nightmares or anything. I'm still pretty sure that the machines created this bioweapon. And that's what he encountered inside of the worm.
Starting the transmutation. It's adapting too fast. You've triggered an active response. The virus is no longer dormant. Focus on your training. Adapt your responses.
She's starting to toast.
Your cells are transmuted. Good. Lizzie,
Oh.
be careful. It's replicating again. It's coming back stronger. Whose eyes?
They're watching him.
Who is watching? I can find it. I can't. It's not human.
I knew it. Oh, I like Nazir.
I knew you couldn't stay away.
Like, how did she even get in here?
You once said you wanted me to come to you. I am here now. I am asking for your help. What are you doing?
What?
I wanted to teach you about power.
This woman is a true.
We have to act quickly. Every moment she's in that cell puts her at risk.
Habiko asked me to bring your message. He wants to see you.
No. Habiko Corrino's reign is over.
My prince still holds. He wants to give me Natalia's mantle.
Don't be naive. He can't divorce without damaging the coalition. We are going to free the princess, get her to safety outside the city, until her coronation can be assured. It's time to change tactics.
He's the father of my son.
I knew. I was like, is she gonna be okay with this?
But you knew this day might come.
This is how we do it.
But Dorothea's disciples tried to destroy it.
That's why they can never know.
They already share their suspicions.
Sisters, I need to speak with Tula alone.
Did she get rid of them one by one?
Anna will show her what you showed me.
Accessing genetic library.
Tula, your child has incredible potential.
Has Valya known it was him all along?
It's a boy.
We can guide him together. Don't you see? Your child is destined for great things.
So why did Tula choose to abandon him?
If I could discover how he triggers the attack, I could disarm him.
Eliminating him will stop any future attacks.
And my son was not born a weapon. He was made into one.
Then what will you do? Mother Tula?
Mother Tula. There's a double meaning there. This girl could really become anyone at any time.
Is this necessary? I feel fine.
It's for your own safety. This will be over soon, Doris, I promise.
Can you not at least loosen the restraints? I was trapped in that tank for so
Please don't do this.
and now I'm bound up here like some type of criminal.
You don't even know who you're speaking to.
Please.
Don't do it. She's gonna do it. She's going to do it. Come on, man.
The sisters are stoking rebellion. That's what you keep saying. Mother Superior and I have had our differences more than once, but our bond goes back decades. As much as I appreciate our relationship and the unique contribution you make to my reign, you're not my only advisor. You're going to bring them back, aren't you? You're choosing their counsel over mine.
I wonder if that means he's disposable to him now.
Sisters, I know you're scared. But we must band together in faith.
Oh my gosh.
It's a miracle.
Where are the rest of you? Answer the question.
The divine reckoning Rakeva spoke of is come to the Sisterhood. People are frightened.
Where is Valya Harkonnen?
Mother Superior is on Sisterhood.
That's Dorothea.
Mother. I need to speak to Sister Esther Kano. Find her, bring her to me now. Sister Jessie.
I've been reading about them. The Butlerian sisters who disbanded after Dorothea's suicide. I've been working to revive their tradition.
Suicide.
I'm so annoyed that she fell for that so easily. Oh. Oh? She just dislocated her thumbs. Well, whose side is she on now? She's been very protective of Lila. Now.
You will learn your place, acolyte.
She is unstable. She's not herself. No, she's not. Mother Dorothea.
They're gone. All of them. Being erased.
Who could have done that?
Only the Mother Superior.
I can't see this show ending well for the Sisterhood, which makes me think, how did the Sisterhood become the Bene Gesserit we know today?
Theodosia was bred by Talaxan geneticists.
Mm.
Mother Superior gave me sanctuary when I had nowhere to turn. She's the reason I'm alive.
I thought they'd put a science spin on it because, like I said last time, the magic just didn't feel like it necessarily fit with the vibe they've been going for so far in all the Dune verse. Is that the Gom Jabbar?
You don't need to do that without consulting me.
And yet you're going to send me away and you don't even have the backbone to tell me yourself.
What?
They never showed us who Theodosia turned into, so now I'm cautious of anyone on screen right now could be Theodosia.
As you command.
I'm afraid that's not the case.
Literally any of these three could be Theodosia. I have no clue.
But going forward, my counsel will not be ignored.
Valya, glad you're here. I need your help. You were right. I never should have trusted Desmond. He and Natalia, they want...
She didn't know all of this.
I'm sorry, but you'll never be free. The truth is, Emperor, you are a weak man.
Oh,
It's someone else to pull the strings.
oh.
Every decision you've ever made, we made it for you. We were the ones who made sure your father took the throne so that it would fall to you. We sent you Francesca to keep your attention. You were only ever an assignment.
This is brutal.
Your wife doesn't respect you. Your daughter's lost faith in you.
Oh,
You for his own ends. You didn't really think Francesca loved you, did you?
oh my goodness me. Imagine finding out you had no free will and everything around you was a construct.
It's Inez that we want on the throne. Your time is coming to an end.
Arrest her.
Why are they not doing it? It's interesting they keep going to this shot, and it kind of looks like an eye.
What are you doing?
Maybe doing what she was going to do at that time. What's going on? What? I'm confused.
The choice is yours. If you won't follow me forward, you can follow Darte's example.
Wild. She taught them. Is that Sister Esther? They did a really good job with the casting. Oh, is her name Sister Esther? The one that's there right now, and she's that's the one. Wow.
We can't have a whisper in this get out.
So where did they put all those bodies, and what's it got to do with the water? What's gonna happen there? Yeah. I knew she wouldn't do it.
Valya's plan. Never mind.
You shouldn't be here.
Who's coming behind her?
Mother Superior behind you!
Oh,
You remember Sister Theodosia? She will be taking your place until we can set things right. We need to leave.
Not
If we convince the great houses the Sisterhood is behind the plot to assassinate the High Council, they'll authorize retaliation.
The Mother Superior's been arrested. She came to see the Emperor, Your Highness.
I thought she'd been barred from the palace.
She's in the holding cell with the other prisoners.
Theodosia, this is a grave risk. I won't be able to protect you.
This is why you brought me here. Let me do what only I can.
Come!
I love how they're just getting him to do all the dirty work when the two of them can fight too. Uh-oh. Was that Theo? Oh, no. She instructed someone to do it with the voice. I get it. Oh no, it was Theodosia. Why? Why did Theo change into a god when she had only just turned into Inez?
No. I see it all now.
Give me the name. The Prince won't let you hurt me.
What was his plan?
Valya's plan.
Never mind.
It's a strange thing when you finally realize you've never known one true moment of freedom. But I can control this.
Whoa. Atreides and Harkonnen are working together. Those do not seem quick enough. Oh. If Hafiko dies, she's not on the throne no more. Surely. I feel like the great houses wouldn't have her. They had Haviko as emperor. But do they believe in her? I don't know. Yo, damn. That is so... Am I bugging? I feel like the reason why she didn't get rid of Haviko in that conversation with Duncan, talking about how like he will still be there as a figurehead, is because she needs him as a figurehead because people wanted the emperor on the throne. I don't know that they want her on the throne.
My sisters, I have come to you to unearth the truth.
Oh, the body's down there.
All that remains of our
Oh, yep.
faithful. Valya Harkonnen murdered them.
We need to get you back. She needs to know about this. Draw us in here.
The Sisterhood has lost its way. But I will not be silenced again.
Surely anyone can take over Lila's body. How come no one else has? Do you know what I mean? Why is Dorothea's will, or do you know what I mean, for this body so powerful that no one else has been able to take over? We had Mother Raquel for like 5 seconds.
You deserve the chance to find your own path. What that is. For the Harkonnens, the Sisterhood. That's the gift I give you.
Whose baby's that? Is that her baby with Haviko?
Be free.
Oh wait, is she just carrying something to take the baby away?
Midwife says she's an itinerant Libra. Gave birth this morning to a stillborn as expected. She has love in her eyes,
and it means to travel far away.
Oh my gosh, sorry that took me a few seconds to process. She's giving her the stillborn so she can pretend as if her baby passed. Oh my goodness me. You did not even need to show us that glimpse. That's horrifying. No. HBO, that's so unnecessary. Why? Which means Valia never knew. Was that just between her and the sister? Oh my goodness. There's still 20 minutes of this episode. This is long.
I'm trusting you to get her to safety. You owe me that.
I'll do for her.
What's she gonna do if she can't use the voice on him? She can use it on them.
You say you've seen my hand. Show me.
Oh, he's trying to do it. Oh, I think they're visually representing this as also the blood, like the virus fighting within her body. Like the snow is kind of representing that same visual they gave us with the virus. I wonder if her telling her brother to swim is also her telling herself to survive.
You have to let go of your fears.
She has to let go of that. Yeah, I was right. Visually, they're showing the virus as the snow, this snowstorm.
You cannot fight this battle with strength. You can't fight it. You have to let it pass through you.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, they're representing it like what a worm looks like on Arrakis. Yeah. Nice transition. Yeah, it's him. Oh my goodness me. So what? Can they cut out his eye? Maybe?
What they did to him. I couldn't make out a face, but they're using their thinking machine. They've put one inside him. Wait, his eye is the virus. He's their weapon. Valya!
Woo!
He's my son. No, the baby died.
Oh,
I've given you everything, sister, but I couldn't give you it. It was this protection. From what?
you.
You think I'm a monster, sister? All the carnage, deception, all by your orders. But your hold on the Sisterhood wasn't fixed. I could have broken it at any time. Why did it happen? Because we're the same. You and I. Two wolves. Born to feed, with no care for the cost. If my son had the potential that animal promised, he deserved a better fate than us. In hand, grasping for control.
Interesting. So I thought the machines were acting on their own will, but apparently not.
For the good of us all, let me end this now. No. He's their victim.
Can't you cut out his eye?
Please let me save him. I can resolve this threat. I'm not afraid anymore, Tula. The reckoning is set upon us. The decision is yours.
Please don't kill her. I mean, this makes sense with, that relationship he had with Havaka where he was kind of looking for a parent. Like he was almost acting like very childlike. Maybe he was just always looking for that parental love.
Arrested.
I don't get why they couldn't cut out his eye. Am I bugging? Am I slow? I might be being slow. Let me know. Wow, is this the first time we've actually seen like intergalactic travel actually in action? We've never actually seen that. We normally see the kind of ship just floating in space, but we've never seen it actually move through space and time like immediately.
Arrakis. Come, princess. The path to our enemy begins here.
So there's a controlling power somewhere on Arrakis that did this to him and sent him back. Oh, Tula absolutely has been the defining character of this show. That's been my favorite character in this show, both performance-wise and story in terms of writing as well. Emily Watson, I don't think I've seen her in anything, but she's carried the show. Honestly, going into the show, I believed that Valya was going to be the star of the show. That's what the promotional material was telling me. But honestly, it was Tula. It was absolute. I feel like I watched Tula more than any other character in this show. I feel like she's the heart of the show. I feel like all the main storylines are on her shoulders, really and truly. She's the one that seems like she has her hands in the most plots, even when she's not there. In the palace, she's felt because of her relationship with Valia, but also because we find out that Desmond is her son. Then when we get back to the Wallach Nine, she's carrying the Sisterhood. She's got her relationship with Lila. She's got the backstory with Ori Atreides. She was there when Valia was going through it and had to return home when she was younger. That character has the most depth as well because honestly, she says in the final episode, she's basically saying, me and you, Valia, we're two peas in a pod. But Valia, you get what you see with Valia. She's straight to the point. She's direct. She's brutal. She's cold. She's all the things. Tula comes across as far more warm, far more loving, far more empathetic. She feels like she cares about people and she does what she does for the sisterhood, for her sister, and less so for the sisterhood. All the choices that she makes out of her own agency in the modern day are for herself, really, and for people. For her daughter, for Lila, who basically takes up the space of the child that she gave away, she saves her almost for selfish reasons. She doesn't care about the sisterhood in that moment because Valia's not around. The choice that she makes at the end for Duncan, again, it's for herself, not necessarily for the sisterhood. And I like that about her. Selfishness is supposed to be a bad trait, but in terms of Tula, especially in contrast to Valia, it makes her so endearing because yes, it's selfish, but she's got a heart. The sisterhood really feels like Valia's goal, and she goes along with most of it to stay on side. In terms of the sisterhood, I'll be clear on the storylines that didn't really grab me the way I wanted. Lila and I can't remember. I never remember this girl's name, but Jennifer or Jessica. I don't really understand Sister Jen as a character. I don't feel like they gave us enough. There's points at the beginning of the season where she's almost like anti the sisterhood. She's constantly questioning things, and then she becomes super protective. But I don't feel like we got the conversation between Jen and Tula that makes sense for why she then becomes so protective. Because I mean, even when she sees Lila for the first time, she's back alive. she's still so critical and questioning everything. Like, why is this happening? What's going on? We never really get a scene where we see her buy into why Tula is doing what she's doing. And yet when Tula becomes absent, she becomes very protective. Like, she seems to be the only one who's still on side with Valia or Mother Raquel's philosophy. Everyone else has gone to Dorothea's side. I thought there was going to be more of a reveal with Jen because she's seems different to everyone else. She didn't get the dreams. She seems to be more skilled than everyone, but nothing came of that. I guess the journey of the Sisterhood has been from this point of being servants of Valia's will to, at the end of the season, nobody seems left except for Sister Jen. Mother Avila, she's gone to the other side. All the other students are on side, and they're following Lila, who is now Mother Dorothea. For some reason, only Mother Dorothea can control that body, and she's not letting up. I thought in some point in this episode that Lila would step back in and take control, but maybe she's gone permanently. I do not know. It's only been 6 episodes, so I have to be conscious of that. But I thought this could have happened earlier, like maybe in episode 5 or in episode 4, to get more of a conclusion to the story. I feel like we were left in the balance in terms of the Sisterhood's storyline. Like, to me, the point at which all the sisters become clear on who Valia and Tula are, what they've been doing, that feels like a mid-season finale to me, not the end of a season. But again, it's a 6-episode season, so maybe it makes sense. But these episodes have been long. The other storyline that hasn't really gotten me has been Kieran and Inez. In fact, most of the smaller storylines involving the Inez's brother, haven't really been doing it for me. I'd say most of the intrigue there has been with Duncan, the Emperor, and his wife. The other storyline, less so. And you can tag the rebellion into that as well. They are subplots, but they are so strongly sub. This is not a criticism of the actor. I think he did a good job. But here, the complexity of him trying to serve what he thinks is uh, the best interests of the Imperium and getting rid of the Carino stronghold and how that works against his relationship with Inez. I think that could have been far more juicy. I think that could have been a lot more juicy. Duncan Idaho, I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the performance of that character. It just feels a bit too, I don't know what the word is. Like the delivery of some of the line, sometimes it feels like an overperformance. For some reason, I really hate being critical towards actors, but I don't know if it's the right casting for this role. I feel like the performance could have been a lot more subtle. Sometimes I felt like he was too cartoonish, a bit animated. I also think when you see Tula next to Desmond, it's not believable. It's not believable at all. I don't know. Maybe the actor, I don't know their real ages, but the actor for Desmond looks a lot older than he is. So I'm like, this ain't no mother and child. That said, I have liked the journey of this character and more of the reveal. That's someone I'm interested to dive more into, especially next season, because there's a complexity there that's arising. Because you would think the way he spoke, the way he spoke, you would think he absolutely had pure hatred for his mom, but now he meets her. There was depth there in that final scene. I need this parent. I need this maternal figure, but it's at conflict with what's been placed in me. I like that. I want to see that. Honestly, guys, alongside Tula and Emily Watson's performances, the best thing about the show, visually, this could be a movie easily. I'm pretty sure they spent more than 80% of movies that have come out this year on this show, which is so funny. With how far TV has come, it's honestly incredible. But yeah, man, for all this show, it's. I feel bad for the show because it has been through the ringer in terms of production, writing, shooting. There's been so many delays, rewrites, different people in charge of this story at different times. Honestly, I'd love to hear the thoughts of Denis Villeneuve on this show. Obviously, they've explored things that he hasn't in his Dune universe. How much of this he would like to be canon, I don't know. Like, it's very interesting that the first time we see one of these ships move through space and time is actually here. Is that what he would have wanted it to look like, etc.? I don't know. But visually, it's all been fantastic. I did read that season 2 has already been announced, which I am surprised about. I'll be honest. But this show was very clearly written with the season 2 in mind. Overall, there's not too much conclusions. I would definitely say we've been on a journey with a lot of these characters and with the story in general, but I cannot say there's much resolution in any of these storylines. So it's very clear that they wanted a season 2. I feel like this could have just been 10 episodes though. A 10-episode season giving us a full conclusion of a lot of these storylines and a lot of these characters. But hey, we're doing season 2. Probably will be there. Will I react to it? Probably not, honestly. I'd probably just watch it in my spare time. That's just my honest opinion. But yeah, man, what do you guys think? Have you enjoyed this show? Which of these characters have you enjoyed the most? Do you disagree with me on any points about this series? Let me know. Merry Christmas. Stay blessed, guys. Peace.